Hello, welcome back to the show as we continue the crazy things that is going around in America. But before I get into that, I want to talk about something that I've always wanted to talk about, the missing indigenous people in Alaska. And I found this video that this morning that she was talking about some stuff that are very interesting. And I want us to listen to what that is. Because like I told you guys, I want to start knowing more about what is going on to bring awareness. So I think videos like this help. I would like to link with this person so they can elaborate more of their stories. If you don't know what is going on, she said, my cousin was missing 3 days ago. We found him. He's okay, but I wanted to talk about the Wasilla Police Department response to us. Okay, before I play this video, I made a video about a month ago or 3 weeks ago talking about how when the indigenous native native people report their missing people, they are not taken seriously, and cases that come to happen are just swept under the rug or not taken serious. And if they ask to uh, label somebody missing, they basically go tell them they have to wait for 48 hours. And this person is saying Wasilla Police Department have put out a statement saying that you don't have to wait for 24 hours to report somebody missing. But in her case, with her cousin, it's different. Let's get into it.
Alaska for 3 days, and I want to talk about it. We have found him. He is okay now. Talk about the way that the police department was treating. My cousin was missing in Wasilla, Alaska for 3 days, and I want to talk about it. We have found him. He is okay now. Talk about the way that the police department was treating his family and myself when we were trying to report him as a missing person. His sister called the Wasilla Police Department after he was missing for a day, and they wouldn't let her file a missing persons report. I found out he was missing the next day, and then I tried to file a missing persons report, and they told me that we had to wait 48 hours from the last contact with family in order to file him as a missing person. I knew that was incorrect. I asked him what statute he was referring to, and this is it. It says a local or state law enforcement agency shall submit to the clearinghouse all missing persons reports received by the law enforcement agency that relate to a person who is not located within 48 hours after the first report concerning that person was filed. So this statute says that the law enforcement doesn't have to put them into the clearinghouse until after 48 hours. This says nothing about filing a missing persons report. I clearly asked him straight up for a missing persons report, and he refused, citing this statute that is incorrect. I do record all of my phone calls with police departments, so I have those recordings and I'm going to play parts of those at the end. I was extremely upset over this because the last 3 days in Wasilla have been -20 temperatures. We were concerned for his well-being because we knew he had nowhere to go and he was likely outside, and he was, until today. And the callousness in which they spoke to myself and his sister pisses me off. And I'm going to show you guys some other police departments that say you do not have to wait 24 hours to file a missing persons report. I wanted a case number. That was it. This is the Missing Persons Clearinghouse. You can pause to read and learn about that. That is what the statute is referring to. They have to file them into the clearinghouse after 48 hours, not file a missing persons report and get a case number. Those are two different things. This is a screenshot from the Anchorage Police Department's website. It says, it's a common misconception that you must wait 24 hours before reporting a person as missing. You do not need to wait. If a loved one is missing, call 911. And then this is a screenshot from the Anchorage Police Department's policies and procedures. Reports of missing persons will be accepted as soon as a call is received by dispatch with no waiting period to confirm the person's status. And I do want to point out that I did try to find Wasilla Police Department's policies and procedures online, and I could not find them. This is a PowerPoint that I found online from the Department of Public Safety. Millie Miller is the person who takes care of the clearinghouse. And then when you scroll down, it says, one of the bullet points, it says there is not a 24-hour waiting period before filing a missing persons report. And this is the Alaska State Troopers, the Department of Public Safety. Here's a screenshot from the Alaska State Troopers Facebook. It's a post about National Missing Persons Day. And up there it says, and we want to use this as a reminder not to fall for the myth of a 24-hour waiting period. If you think someone may be missing, contact your nearest emergency dispatch center to file a missing persons report. When a person is missing, every minute matters. And then there's this news article from the Alaska Beacon. Scroll down to the bottom, it says this. McDaniel also stressed that Alaskans do not have to wait 24 hours to file a missing persons report. The sooner law enforcement knows that someone's missing, the sooner we can begin activating resources to help find that person. And you can pause to read this screenshot from the MMIWG2S Alaska Working Group Facebook page. Again, there's no 24-hour waiting period to file a missing persons report. Here's one of the slides that they posted. And here's another one. So I think I've made my point. The Wasilla Police Department misinterpreted that statute and told me that I had to wait 48 hours before filing a missing persons report, and I did not need to. It was negative temperatures outside, and we were all very worried about my cousin. So I'm going to make this call out to the Wasilla Police Department to immediately put out a statement verifying that you do not need to wait 48 hours to file a missing persons report, because this is how people go missing, and this is how people freeze out in these cold temperatures, and this is how people die. When you refuse to use all of the resources that you have in order to find a missing person, the community has less faith in your ability to help them. I'm going to play parts of the recorded phone calls with them because I feel it's important for you guys to hear the way that they were speaking to us and their outright refusal to file a simple missing persons report and give me a case number for my missing cousin. He's okay now.
You're on my shift with me right now.
I'm just asking you to file him as a missing person. That's all I'm asking you to do. It's very simple.
And there's no difference between a welfare check and a missing person.
There's a difference to me and his family. We want him listed as a missing person right now.
Oh, okay. Later tonight, if he's not located, Officer LaCours will place him as a missing person.
I will call back at 10:30 tonight.
Okay.
I'll put in a request that you would like to speak to a trooper, but based on where he was last seen, which is at Fred Meyer's, that is Wasilla PD's jurisdiction, so it does fall under them.
The address is 7 he walked away from.
Yep, I'm aware, but he was last known to be at Fred Meyer, based on the initial report. So I'll get your information in there and let them know. Someone will reach out to you by phone, okay?
The officer told me that they can't take the report for 48 hours, but the statute that he gave me says that they have to put him in the clearinghouse after 48 hours, not file a missing persons report. I just want a case number.
Okay, well, we can get you a case number whenever that's established, okay? I can give you a TAD number in reference to, but as of right now, we don't have a case number to provide.
The statute that he gave me is incorrect. It doesn't say that he can't give me a case number until after 48 hours. It says submit to the clearinghouse after 48 hours.
Okay, well, I understand that. Like I said, I've taken your information. I'll put the note in there and let the officer know, okay?
Thanks. I also want to quickly add that after I had these conversations with the officer and the dispatch, I made a post to my Facebook telling everybody exactly what happened because I have a large platform. And about an hour and a half to 2 hours after I made that post, the Wasilla Police Department posted his missing persons information to their Facebook. And the only reason that he was found is because the place that my cousin went to, they saw the Wasilla Police Department's missing persons post. If they had not made that post, people likely wouldn't have known that he was missing. That is why social media is so important. That is why it is so important for these police departments to act quickly.
That is definitely something we have to watch for. What do you guys take on that? And also, when it comes to like Alaska missing person being reported, I think that should definitely be like 24 hours or less, because even less, way less than that, because considering the weather situation here, it doesn't take more than 1 or 2 hours without the right amount of jacket or protection before you die out here. So imagine you are in somewhere. And also something I am also paying attention to is, I don't know the age of the brother or what is going on with the brother, if it's mental issues or what type of situation, if it's a runaway or the whole story. We do not know all of that, but definitely what she's talking about there, I'm glad she's bringing that to light. And
yeah, it's been a beautiful.
They're not taking that very serious. I've read a story about that before. And after that, we have over here in Fairbanks, we have our what's it called? It says protest in Fairbanks against ICE talks. Rest in peace, Renee Goods. Good turnout. So Fairbanks people got their delegation and came out against ICE. Let's go and check them out and see how that went in Fairbanks.
Not please protesting with you, but I As long as we can. Right?
Till we can.
I might stay a few more minutes.
Impeach, convict, and then prison.
Protest double.
Yep.
There's a lot of them out there. That's nice.
Would you like a candle? Are you standing for I would bet it does.
Yeah, man. That was in Fairbanks. I, I want to say, first of all, whoever makes it out here, you have to be very dedicated. You have to be really dedicated and believe what you believe. Because it is very, I can tell you right now, it is definitely below, at least probably -20 to -30 degrees right now where they're at. Because in Anchorage here, it is already -10, 11. It be on the average -5 mostly. I mean, it might be a warmer day there. I'm not sure, but it is a warmer day for them is still in the negatives. And also, I'm definitely not in support of ICE. I'm definitely not in support of ICE. So I understand. I'm with them. I'm with them with the fuck ICE. But now, with that being said, I am definitely also not for the fraud that is going on in the country. I am definitely against that. I am definitely against that. And also, I am also not with keeping illegal criminals that have come into this country and done nothing good but bad. You have some that don't do nothing for their people. Even their people back home, they don't do nothing for them. Some of them. Now, if you're in this country, you are working hard, providing for your people, and also bringing some value to the country and working for your people in general, then no problem. I am against sending those people back home. I have some people myself that I know that are here hardworking, they work hard, they don't bother nobody, and they have been picked up one day and sent back. I'm even surprised, like, what? Out of anybody they could have sent back that caused trouble, this is the one they sent back? Now, I get it that other people's problems can cause that. But now, if you're causing crime here and you're here illegally, pack them up, send them back. I'm with that. If you're being disruptive in the community and you bring no value to the community or to yourself or to no anybody, but causing crime and vandalizing our place, I'm definitely for sending those back. But the working people that are not doing none of those, they just come here to help. Because we got to remember that immigrants help build this country too. I know right now times are tough with all this fraud going on. People are mad. Americans' tax dollars have been used and been playing with while Americans sit down and suffer. Like, I can understand that. Like, I understand that. I'll use, for example, like in other countries, you would hear people like, hold on, these people came here in our country and taking all our jobs. And this is not only an America problem. I know United States is the biggest, baddest country in the world. When you come with the military, don't play with us, don't play with us. Yes, we know that. But things like this happen in other places. It's just not as publicized as the United States. But things like this happen. I just don't want to name no countries or give examples as such as that. But everybody also, you can't come into somebody's country and then want to overtake. Like, let's go watch some of these videos. Some people are feeling like
I'm
this
again a
is
los mombahala mo boho
not
bang.
what's it called? It's not what they want to see. But let's go. Let me go and switch this up so we can. Yeah, it is crazy. It's getting crazy and crazy, man. Even with the the Twitter stuff. Let's go check Twitter. I don't want to mix this two, but I'll just separate it later. It's the videos that I gathered today. That's Ilan Omar speaking. But before we get to there, they went to the Somalian place. This is ICE agents at the Somalian place. Seem like them ICE agents were running for their life over there. But somebody also
didn't come here the way you were supposed to. So
they were saying in the Obama regime when he was running, they deported about 3 million people. But I can tell you that right now that Trump is gonna outnumber that way triple by a lot of numbers.
this is not going to be a free ride. What's going to happen is you are going to learn English. You are going to go to the back of the line so that you don't get ahead of somebody who was in Mexico City applying legally. I think the American people, they appreciate and believe in immigration. But they can't have a situation where you just have 500,000 people pouring over the border without any kind of mechanism to control it. You've broken the law.
I've seen. I see. Let's go up. I probably wanted to play Eli Omar. And this lady has a very good point. Like, she has a very good point. Like, for majority of my time, like, I can say, you know, I've been riding with the Democrats. I've been a Democrat. Yeah. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys like that. I've been a Democrat for the most of the time, and I never really got to go into politics to sit down. Most of my things are like creating music, jumping around, and doing. Mostly was involved in silly stuff. That's why even when I now got involved into talking about politics and things, I am starting slow as I go and get educated and get more knowledge in it, then I will start speaking way more out and be more confident. Because I come with the fire too. Don't get it twisted. I see you commenters in the comment section going crazy. Some of them are just stupid. I've seen a few commenters there just stupid. It doesn't make no sense. But thank you for I would rather you comment something stupid than you don't engage. At least we know you are here and you are here with me. Yeah, I also appreciate you in that terms. Just try to educate yourself a little bit as I'm learning, as in, yeah, learning, the learning I'm talking about. Yesterday, somebody corrected me. You guys are so vicious. But as I continue on what I'm talking about, still now, but now with all this stuff going on, right? She's gonna explain. She feels the same way too. Like Democrats, you feel like they're the leaders. Some leaders, not all of them. That because I have talked to some Democratic leaders that are very good for the community, had great ideas for the community. Even here in Alaska, I've talked to some Democratic leaders that are very in tune in the community. Like they do stuff that many leaders wouldn't do. They are very passionate about what they do. But now, not all. Uh, it seems like from what we are seeing now, and I'm having this mindset now because from what I am seeing, what I am seeing from my own eyes. But let me play this and we go.
Black people, stay out of it. Mind your business. Don't you go out there helping nobody. Don't join nobody because this is not your fight. These people are thieves, disrespectful. They hate black American people, and so do the Democrats. They hate black American people. Because if we have our own businesses and our own schools, what they did, they burned them all up, blew them up. If they looking for one guy that's trying to unite black people together, what do? They'll blow a whole city up just to get him. This is not your fight. These people are the same color as you, and they're allowed to beat up police officers, National Guards, and ICE agents, and they're allowed to rob trillions of fucking dollars with no penalty. And now that it's time for them to get the hell up out of here, you mean to tell me you want to help that? Mind your business. This is not your fight. The reason why you don't see dogs and water holes and unaliving and shit coming out the sky, because the same ones that did that to us is the same ones protecting the illegals right now. Because if they wasn't protecting them, then why there's no dogs or water holes yet? Mind your business. You don't join nobody that blew up all your ancestors' shit and allow illegals to come here to have their own shit, plus rob us, plus disrespect the country. We ain't never treated our country that way. And we all got killed. Let's not fuck around. Stay your ass in the house.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of Americans are angry. Not just angry to be angry, but angry in a way that many Americans struggle. Even here, we talk about homelessness a lot. Many people struggle here. The fact that they are saying that these people are coming, like when I say these people, from what they am saying, I'm reporting, they are saying that they are coming here doing fraud and not even being American citizens, taking the money. And not only that, the Democrats, they are, from what allegedly, they are saying the Democrats are bringing these people in here just for the sole reason for their votes. That's the reason that they tolerate all this while Americans suffer. And any country don't want to deal with that. If this was in another country, I'm pretty sure everybody would have been thinking the same way. We got a video of Ella and Omar go around Minnesota and talk to the people. Let's look at that.
We are going to show all of them the door out. And we are going to make sure that these people pay for what they have done to us. I am going to leave you with this. I love this community. This community raised me as an immigrant. This community also sent me to Washington, D.C. as a refugee to represent you. I carry that proudly. I am not somebody people describe about the challenges you all are experiencing. I'm someone who has lived it. And what I'll tell you is this. What we are going through today is going to create a different kind of community for us. We are going to forge a different path forward. We are going to use every single lesson we are learning today to make sure no community gets terrorized like we are being terrorized by Trump and his coonies ever again. We are committed to this resistance. We are committed in building a community. We are committed in confronting our nation as a country of immigrants and making sure that dream stays alive. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all. We all love you. Everybody said people are not going to be out in the streets in Minnesota because it is too cold. Yes, it is too cold, but our hearts are warm enough to keep us in these streets to resist for our neighbors. Thank you.
There goes Elon Omar. Yo, you, it's crazy. The person interpreting things with in the sign language, you're having them over here. Like it's like she get no protection. She can fall off anytime. But yeah, you guys let me know in the comment section what you guys' thoughts are with what's been going on around in the United States of America and in the comment section, my comment warriors, you guys know how it goes. I don't know how it's gonna go today, if you're gonna blast me or not, but we are learning and the things are going. And your opinions, yes, I do read them. I do read them. I started responding. I know I told you guys I'm gonna start responding, but I'm gonna start responding. Today some love me, tomorrow the next day some don't love me. But keep it going. I appreciate everyone that tunes in and give their opinion, even though some be having dumb opinions. But thank you for tuning in. See you later.